neighbour car schemes are there to take older people to anything that they cannot either get there by public transport or can't use public transport.
The scheme itself has been very successful, and we've got lots and lots of clients. We've got 12 volunteers, but we desperately need new volunteers to come and help. I myself am a volunteer for the scheme, and I benefit as much as the people who use it. I've worked with other people all my working life. I love what they've got to offer. They're listening to their lives and what they've got to tell me, and just being there for them. It's part of being befriending. I often take the telephone calls for the scheme, and I can be on the phone for 20-25 minutes because to them I am a person, and they just tell me about their day, they tell me about their family, they tell me about everything, and I love to hear about it. But the one thing is that we are doing is something that is desperately needed in Wimborne, across Dorset. I love doing it, and one day I'll probably need it myself.
When my parents were still alive, they lived in Darlington, up in the north of England. I lived in Sussex and eventually in Dorset. And one of the reasons for me wanting to do voluntary work with old people is that I had a sister living in Darlington who had all the hassle, for want of a better word, of having to run our parents around, look after them when they got quite old, hospital appointments and things like that, when I was unable to. And therefore I now think I'm putting something back for other people who have parents down here in Dorset, or in the Wimborne area, who maybe live in Manchester and can't look after their parents as they might wish to.